let's get on over to the weekly. And ew! That's disgusting, Bitcoin. What are you doing?
But hey, it may be defending the bottom of the green box territory. That falling channel, is it going to step in?
Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin and Ethereum analysis video. I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, everyone, and a happy Sunday to all of you.
That's right, it's a happy, very, very lazy Sunday, so we're gonna try and keep this one as short as possible, higher time frames, and we spotted something really cool happening on the lower time frames on Bitcoin, so we'll be going over that. And also, Sean has me on a timer today, so I don't rant. And also after that, guys, we will be getting on over to Ethereum. And why Ethereum? Because as you can see, I was filtering out votes. Oops, you caught me. No, I was going through the list, and it turns out Ethereum won the popular vote. Now, if you want us to cover any of the altcoins that you are looking at, take this time to get down to the comment section and tell us which altcoin you want us to cover. And hey, if you've been with Mango for some time and you're enjoying the videos that we are putting out here, do not forget to smash those likes because it helps us out tremendously. And if this is your first time here, what the hell are you waiting for? Join the party. Subscribe to the channel. Get notified every time we're out with some new mango juice. Sean, are you ready to get to it? Cool
Bitcoin.
beans. You know, okay, so Bitcoin
It's gonna
on the
make
daily.
it push. It's gonna the weekly.
I know. I'm just admiring this picture right now. Let me take a second. Let me just take it all in. Okay, fine. This is the daily. It's looking interesting. Let's get on over to the weekly. And ew, that's disgusting, Bitcoin. What are you doing?
But hey, it may be defending the bottom of the green box territory. That falling channel, is it going to step in? Because if that falling channel breaks, it's going to hold that green box territory. But is that enough? No, not really. But if we see the follow through of the entire falling channel, we may actually test the top of the green box territory as well. Krisha, could Bitcoin pull off a magical move on Sunday and actually close above that green box territory? I wouldn't bet on that happening.
There we go. There comes his internal bear. I'll be completely honest here. Even if Bitcoin does close inside the green box territory, what was I looking for? I'm not going to change my tone on this.
Oh,
I was looking for that midpoint. I wanted the midpoint to get defended at the very least.
That could happen.
Right? And even then, like, let's
no.
just look at the
You can't.
structure.
No. Now
It's okay. It's nasty. All right. Let me tell you something.
But if it defends, you can't go back on that. If it defends that red line, that middle line, if it defends the middle of the line, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to let the price action that unfolded before the close influence your decisions. So, you can't let that.
Okay,
that's just a wick.
Okay. No, let me break this down for you. I'm going to break down my mindset, okay? We actually defend the midpoint on this green box territory, which is a monthly region of, well, support and resistance that we're seeing cascading on over to the weekly time frame. The midpoint here is something that I keep a very keen eye out on to give me a good gauge on momentum, who's in control here. Even if the bulls manage to pick it back up past the midpoint, I won't be expecting, let me put it this way, the picture would still be bearish, okay? The macro picture would still be bearish. However, I would not be expecting that immediate push to the downside. At the very least, I want to, I'll be expecting the next few weeks to also give us some sideways action, which would also give the bulls some time to recoup, right? We could see another push to perhaps the Kijun, perhaps the top of this range, but that would at least give the bulls some time, right? I'm not going to be expecting an immediate flush. However, if we even close underneath the green box territory or even underneath the midpoint, I'm saying the bulls are in trouble.
No, that's fair. So essentially what you're saying is that if we close above the red box territory, or rather the red box horizontal, the midline there, then the bears have proven to us that they've not done enough. But the the bulls haven't done enough either, because for the bulls to do enough, we'd want to see them close above the green box area. In fact, I'm going to be a little bit more strict, and I'm going to say I want to see closes above 36,000, above the Kijun even, right, before I say, hey, the bulls are beginning to be convincing. But no, I agree with you that the bulls haven't done enough, and we can start with that premise. And the bears have the edge, which we've been saying now for a long time, but have they done enough? If they close above the red line, if Bitcoin closes above the red line, the bears haven't done enough for me, through my regard.
And that makes sense, because I want you to look at the confluence that we have here. Like I'd mentioned, right? Sean was the one who brought this up. While this does have monthly significance, notice the relevance here, even on the weekly time frame. This is a region of support, right? So we will be keeping an eye out on how Bitcoin honestly closes relative to the green box territory. The bottom of the box, guys, which is the crucial level that we are looking at right now, which price is currently hovering underneath, comes in at around, what is this? 32,300-ish, give or take. So I'm seeing a close underneath this. The bulls are going to be in trouble.
So let's go ahead and switch on to the lower time frames now. Let's take a look at that falling channel that we've been watching now. Yeah. Far before most people caught this, right? Now everyone's looking at it, so it's making me go like, seriously? So, Kusha, there you go. We are now grinding against the bottom of that green box territory, and you can see it clearly on this 4-hour channel that we've been putting in low lows, low lows, and what we have, lower highs, right?
Correct.
And now again, another educational regurgitation for all of you Mongolians. What we have over here is a downtrend, but people will say that this is a bullish pattern. And again, you always need to ask, hey, why is it a bullish pattern, right? Because you're going to see a lot of technical channels out there just regurgitate the BS that they read on articles that they find online, not really asking about the psychology behind why these things move the way they do. Remember, it's a bullish pattern only if it breaks. Why? Because the trend is reversing. Everything eventually comes down to trend, guys. That's why we prefer trend trading, because it keeps us fundamental to market psychology. So if we break this pattern over here, what's happening is we're going to be seeing a reversal of this long-term downtrend reversing. So any close, Kusha, above, I'll be looking at the top of the green box territory to say, hey, the pattern is broken to the upside, as well as the trend is now officially, convincingly beginning, at least on the 4-hour time frame, which means very little, to reverse, right? So I'd be looking for a move at least to somewhere around this region here.
Yeah,
38,000 to 37,000, not much, but again, sideways action, definitely a trade to be had if we do see a break above that green box territory. What do you think, Kusha? Do we see this break towards the upside?
I think we could. Okay, I'll tell you this. What I really like about this current structure, I'm just gonna zoom into this little piece of price action here on the 4-hour time frame. Now, this is gonna give us a good gauge on where price wants to go leading up to, well, the close of today, right? And the close of the week as well. Look at this wick high here. So we've taken out these guys right here, and this appears to be a formation. I'm looking at a W-like or an Adam and Eve. It's a very, very untidy one at that too. But there is something here. For as long as price lives over this region right here, guys, this comes in at around 32,000. Let's round up. Okay. I say that for as long as we're closing 4-hour candles over this region, I will be looking. There could be a good cause for another sort of push to the upside, breaking the pattern. If that happens, then Sean, we actually get back up over the green box territory. That's where the measured move would line up to. And what's really cool about this is that it's going to have cascading effects.
I just noticed something. If we extend the trend line, the upper trend line of this falling channel a little bit more, right? Oops. There we go. Extend it to where price could come when we do meet the trend line. It's going to line up, Krisha, with the middle of your green box territory. So that's going to be a crucial area that we'll be testing. If we do break, it's going to get interesting, because I think we're going to see us blow past the top of the green box territory at that point. So let's see. It's going to get interesting.
Cascading effects onto higher time frames, breaking boxes, breaking patterns could send this baby up propelling. But
so, upside targets and downside targets. What's the measured move for this channel, Kusha?
The channel. Oh, channel to the upside. I believe we went over that. I think it's at around 40k, but let's anyways take
I think it's more like 37, 38. It depends on where
I'm gonna put it on the midpoint, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
37.
Yeah, there we go, 37k. So that is going to be your immediate target for that beautiful, beautiful falling channel. As soon as we start breaking back into the green box territory, you guys know what regions we're looking at. First off, it's going to be the midpoint coming in at around 33,300-ish. Start breaking the midpoint, then up to the top of the green box territory coming in at 34,000. Okay, and now you have the measured move of the falling channel as well, which also has confluence with other regions of resistance overhead. What about you, Sean? Any other things that you are looking at that I possibly am missing?
No, I just finally one last time want to point out yet again, I've done this before too when we came down, broke down in this zone over here, that every 4-hour break underneath that green box territory, underneath that monthly Kijun and monthly Tenkin, right, has just ended up being accumulation. Look at that. Each time we've gone down there, it's been a trap. Accumulated and we bottomed up. Accumulated, we bottomed up. Accumulated, we bottomed up. And again, one more time, again, with each time, by the way, the V's have been less aggressive. Right, you can see that the bulls have been taking longer to push price back up, so keep that in mind too. Right over here, took a bit longer, and this time taking way longer, right? But either way, you still play the probability, support and resistance, play it over and over and over again until you actually see that break towards the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just be wary of that. If we do break towards the downside, we'll be looking towards our targets that we talked about yesterday. So Krisha, let's wrap up with that. I think we are looking at the monthly 21 EMA coming in around 26,000. But if we do see a convincing break off that weekly, I'll be looking much further than that. I know a lot of people are probably now looking at the monthly 21 EMA as well. Definitely think we're going to wick down at the very least and see a small bounce, but eventually I'll be looking for continuation towards that 23,000 region and perhaps close the monthly. Yeah, I'm looking at the date right now. There's enough time for us to actually wick down to around 23,000 and close the monthly above the 21 EMA. So yep, that's pretty much it for Bitcoin, Krisha.
Okay, cool beans. Now let's get on over to the altcoin of the day.
Ethereum.
Ethereum it is. Okay, so we'll only be covering this, of course, on those higher time frames. And do not forget, guys, if you want us to cover any of the altcoins that you are looking at, well, take this time to get down to the comments section and tell us which altcoin you want us to cover. The popular vote, of course, wins. So ETHUSD on the weekly time frame. Let's go. Let's take a look at that. Where is this baby at? Nasty. Okay. Let me go ahead, put on that Ichimoku cloud. Our very, very famous Ichimoku cloud. I'm going to go ahead and mark out some immediate horizontals for us on this chart.
Holding.
It is.
Sorta.
I'll say this, guys. The thing about Ethereum right now is that, yes, it's looking droopy. Yes, I do believe that the bears are in control of this, this current chart right now of Ethereum. Also notice how we're currently being held down by all of these major regions of, well, support, which was once support, now turned into resistance, which is the Tenkin, the 10 SMA, the 20 SMA, and even the Kijun. All cloud levels have been broken. What I'm looking at here, what I'm seeing here on this chart is that even if Ethereum breaks, I do believe that it has like these regions of support just swinging in right underneath price. So while there are trades to be had here, they're going to be more like very, very short range plays. Okay, it's going to be a if this then that. So I'll say this: if price actually closes the next weekly candle, closing tomorrow underneath 1,940-ish, 50-ish, give or take, I'm saying the next region of contention only comes in at 1,670. Okay, and that is going to be a good, what is this?
Definitely a
15%.
trade.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good trade. It's still a very, very good edge to be had there. And Ethereum, by the way, guys, does extremely well off of its ranges. Now, the next region of contention, if we start breaking this $1,600 region, I'm saying we come all the way down to the 50 simple moving average, which also has had significance in the past, okay? This region comes in at 1,300. From 1,600 down to 1,300-ish is another good 16% to the downside.
So, to be honest, you could essentially be marking out top of the range here, Krisha, middle of the range, and bottom of the range if you do break towards the downside. If you clear out everything really, really quickly, you can see that we are kind of putting in there are two ways to look at this, right? Either a bear flag, right?
Yeah.
Or you could be looking at this as a falling channel. That would be the more bullish structure. If we do reverse this pattern, so the bears are looking at this. Okay, so this is how you look at the psychology, guys. The bears are looking for this to break towards the downside, correct? By looking at it as a bear flag, and they all have their invalidation points.
Yeah.
Okay, if they are in their trades already, right, as soon as they get invalidated by this not breaking towards the downside and breaking towards the upside, what are they going to do? They're going to be getting out of their trades by buying back into the market, right? They'll be closing out their shorts. On the flip side too, the more professional traders will also flip their trades around, and from going short will go long on that reversal, and there are going to be trend traders who step in to play that trend reversal as well. That's how you see these moves reverse violently, and that's how it's always an if this then that. People want a clear answer. There isn't a clear answer in life.
So as far as the bulls taking over, guys, if I just have to once again get rid of Sean's scribbles, okay, put on those put on that cloud level, you'll notice that you see this particular juncture here, Sean. If I just zoom in,
10 SMA, 21 EMA, key zone.
everything is there. It's such a tiny range compared to the prevailing volatility on the
thick
chart.
region of resistance right there.
This is only 4%, okay? Now we're seeing ranges of 15% that Ethereum is oscillating within. We break this one range of 4% here, guys, and this is where we're seeing the 10 SMA, the 20 simple moving average, as well as the Kijun come swinging in. We start breaking that will also line up, if this is actually that falling channel that Sean just proposed, that is going to line up with the break of that channel as well. Okay, at which point I'll be looking for a swift move to around that $2,800 region.
The tanking, yeah.
So for this to turn bullish, watch out for how price reacts off of this range. The upper bound right now, for now, okay, we can see that the 10 SMA is sloping down quite aggressively there. This comes in at 2,300, 2,390-ish, give or take, and the bottom of the range here comes in at $2,283. Okay, so of course it's tentative based on how this all moves, but this is the major region of resistance you have overhead, and it's going to be the dictating factor as to whether or not the bulls actually take over. So look for candle body closes over this region. That is going to be your major tip off. Sean, anything else to add to this?
Oh, you nailed it over there. That was Krisha at her best. Well done, Krisha.
Perfectamundo. Now, guys, I think we are going to wrap this baby up here. Do not forget, once again, to vote for your favorite altcoin and have an amazing Sunday.
A mango Sunday.
That's right. With this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.
Ciao.